Get ready, tech fans, because the news cycle is absolutely exploding, and we've got the inside scoop on what's buzzing right now. From game-changing hardware updates to mind-bending AI advancements and critical market shifts, the world of tech never sleeps, and neither do we. You are locked into iPad Focus, and if you want to stay ahead of the curve, you need to be watching this. We're diving deep into updates that could reshape your digital world. Let's geo. First up, Apple is making some serious moves with their product lineup. We're talking about devices getting the vintage and obsolete treatment. What does this mean for you and your current tech? We break it all down. Next, we're diving into the cutting edge of artificial intelligence with Apple's brand new FastVLM technology. Imagine AI that can describe what your camera sees in real time with incredible speed and accuracy. This could be a massive leap forward, but as always, there's a catch. We've got the details on how this works and what it means for the future of AI on your devices. Then, we shift gears to how you can build lasting brand power in the digital age. We're exploring a strategy that leverages content marketing to amplify your message across major platforms like Apple News, Google News, and even the new wave of AI search engines. Discover how to make your brand story permanent and discoverable. And finally, a wake-up call for the smartphone market. Is Apple in danger of losing a huge chunk of its loyal user base? We're looking at the numbers and what it means for the future of flagship devices. Stay tuned for all this and more. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and join the iPad Focus community. Apple's product cycle shifts, what it means for your devices. Apple has quietly updated its product lifecycle classifications, a move that impacts the support and repairability of older devices, just as anticipation builds for the upcoming iPhone 17 series launch. This strategic refresh places several well-loved iPhone models onto Apple's vintage and obsolete lists, signaling a clear direction in the company's approach to hardware support and encouraging users to embrace newer technologies. The implications are significant for owners of affected devices, as repair options and official support begin to dwindle. Specifically, the iPhone XS and the iPhone 8 Plus have now been officially classified as vintage products. Apple defines a vintage product as one that has been discontinued for more than 5 years, but less than 7. Devices on this list are still eligible for repairs through Apple stores and authorized service providers, but this eligibility is contingent upon the availability of replacement parts. The iPhone XS, originally launched in September 2018 and discontinued a year later, has now crossed this crucial 5-year mark. Its larger sibling, the iPhone XS Max, was moved to the vintage list in November 2024, and now the iPhone 8 Plus, first released in 2017, joins these models in receiving this updated classification. While vintage status offers a lifeline for repairs, the next step in Apple's life cycle is obsolete. Obsolete devices are no longer entitled to any official hardware service from Apple. The company has now declared the 5th-generation iPad, which debuted in 2017, as obsolete. This means that owners of the iPad 5 will have to seek repairs from third-party shops, as Apple will no longer provide official hardware support. This marks a definitive end to dependable official service for these devices, highlighting the inherent product lifecycle that dictates when technology support eventually ceases. The timing of this update is particularly noteworthy, coinciding with the anticipated September 9th launch of the iPhone 17. It serves as a stark reminder that Apple's product support has a finite lifespan. The iPhone XS, for instance, is slated to be moved to the obsolete category within the next 2 years. At that point, all official service will cease, irrespective of whether spare parts can still be sourced. This progression underscores Apple's systematic and predictable method of phasing out support for its older hardware. Further adjustments include a note for the 2018 Mac Mini, already classified as vintage earlier this year, advising users to confirm service eligibility with authorized providers before attempting repairs. This suggests potential difficulties in obtaining replacement parts and indicates that service availability might differ based on geographical location. For owners of the iPhone XS and iPhone 8 Plus, their devices will continue to function as normal, but the challenge will lie in accessing repair services as parts become scarcer. The iPad 5 users face a more immediate shift, needing to look beyond Apple for any hardware needs. The update also highlights the importance of understanding product life cycles when making purchasing decisions, as planning upgrades in line with these cycles can help users avoid the frustration of unexpected service limitations. This product lifecycle update is a clear signal from Apple. But what's next for AI on your devices? We'll tell you. Apple's FastVLM, AI that sees and speaks, but with a caveat. Apple has unveiled FastVLM, a groundbreaking artificial intelligence model designed for video captioning that promises near-instantaneous, high-resolution image processing directly on your device. This innovation positions FastVLM as a potentially leading technology for live descriptive AI capabilities, offering a glimpse into a future where devices can intelligently narrate their surroundings. The development of FastVLM is intrinsically linked to Apple's MLX Open framework, which has been in progress since 2023. This framework is specifically engineered to optimize machine learning tasks for Apple Silicon, the company's custom-designed processors. Reports suggest that this technology could be a key feature in upcoming Apple products, particularly rumored smart glasses, where real-time visual interpretation would be paramount. The integration of VLM, or visual language models, allows FastVLM to bridge the gap between visual input and descriptive language output. According to industry sources, FastVLM boasts remarkable efficiency, operating up to 85 times faster than comparable models while being 3 times smaller in size. This efficiency translates into a significantly improved user experience, enabling the AI to provide descriptions of captured visuals almost instantaneously. The AI can process what the camera encounters, offering descriptive captions based on user prompts. Currently, the available prompts include commands such as describe what you see in one sentence and identify any text or written content visible, demonstrating its core functionality. Users interested in experiencing FastVLM can access it through uploads on the Hugging Face repository. Additionally, a more streamlined, web-based version, FastVLM 0.5b, is also available for easier testing. However, a significant catch accompanies this advanced technology. FastVLM is built upon Apple's MLX framework and is optimized for Apple Silicon. Even with powerful hardware, such as an M2 Mac with 16 GB of memory, the initial loading time for the main version of the AI can be considerably lengthy, a hurdle that needs to be overcome for seamless, everyday use. This advancement comes amidst ongoing speculation about Apple's entry into the competitive wearables market, particularly with the development of smart glasses intended to rival offerings like Ray-Ban Meta. Initial projections pointed to a 2026 release, but more recent reports suggest a potential delay to 2027, possibly coinciding with the debut of AirPods equipped with cameras. Apple's strategic focus on wearables is further evidenced by plans for a lighter version of its Vision Pro headset, dubbed Vision Air, expected next year, aimed at making augmented reality experiences more accessible for daily use. Analyst Ming-Chi Kuo has highlighted Apple's increasing emphasis on wearables, viewing head-mounted devices as the next major frontier in consumer technology. FastVLM's capabilities align perfectly with this vision, offering the potential for intelligent, on-device processing that could redefine how users interact with their environment through future Apple hardware. This AI advancement is truly impressive, showcasing Apple's commitment to innovation. But how can your brand achieve permanent growth in this evolving landscape? Let's find out. Permanent brand growth: mastering content across Apple News, Google News, and AI search. In today's rapidly evolving digital ecosystem, establishing a lasting brand presence requires more than just fleeting social media posts. Stupid Dope, a media platform that has been active since 2008, emphasizes a content marketing strategy focused on permanence and broad syndication, positioning brands not just for immediate visibility, but for long-term discoverability across major news aggregators and emerging AI search engines. The core of this strategy lies in content that is indexed, syndicated, and archived across platforms like Apple News, Google News, and increasingly, the large language models, LLMs, that are becoming primary gateways to information. Services such as ChatGPT, Perplexity, Gemini, and Claude are fundamentally changing how users find information, making it crucial for brands to be discoverable in these new AI-driven search environments. By publishing on platforms like Stupid Dope, brands create digital assets that can be referenced indefinitely by both humans and machines. Unlike traditional press mentions that often fade quickly, content published through this strategy remains live and searchable. Instant syndication to Apple News and Google News ensures national and global reach. Furthermore, the geo-indexing of each story means that brands can surface organically in local search results, whether a user is searching for a specific service in their city or a particular type of business within a region. This approach ensures that content is optimized for both traditional search engines and the conversational AI models that are shaping future discovery. With a domain authority of 70+, Stupid Dope is recognized as a highly trusted independent cultural news platform. Each featured story includes 2 do-follow backlinks, which directly contribute to improving Google search rankings, enhancing website authority, and driving long-term organic traffic. These backlinks are vital not only for traditional SEO, but also for priming content for inclusion in the knowledge bases that LLMs utilize to generate answers to user queries. As AI-driven discovery becomes the standard, being cited as a trusted source ensures sustained brand visibility. The editorial process at Stupid Dope is meticulously designed for maximum impact. Content is crafted or refined in-house to meet stringent standards for SEO optimization, metadata structuring, and compliance with publishing requirements for Apple News and Google News. Crucially, it is optimized for natural language processing, NLP, indexing, making it highly compatible with AI search algorithms. The tone is authentic and aligned with the client's brand identity, distinguishing it from mass-produced press releases or generic AI-generated content. This professional approach ensures that content is built for discovery, authority, and ultimately, conversion. Stupid Dope has a proven track record of amplifying stories for a diverse range of clients, from global powerhouses like Nike, Bentley Motors, and Red Bull to independent artists and innovative startups. This association places a brand within a respected cultural network that values authenticity and innovation. A feature on Stupid Dope is presented not merely as an article, but as a comprehensive digital growth strategy, encompassing professional content creation, permanent online placement, direct syndication to major news platforms, valuable backlinks, and continuous visibility through AI-powered search. Securing a lasting digital footprint is key for brand success today. But what happens when your smartphone choice could put you at risk of switching brands entirely? We explore that next. The foldable frontier. Is Apple losing ground to Samsung and Google? A recent survey indicates a potential shift in the smartphone market, suggesting that a significant portion of current iPhone users might be tempted to switch to foldable devices from competitors like Samsung and Google if Apple doesn't introduce its own foldable iPhone soon. This data highlights the growing consumer interest in the foldable form factor and the competitive pressure Apple faces to innovate in this emerging category. The survey's findings paint a stark picture. Approximately 30% of existing iPhone users are reportedly considering a switch to foldable phones, specifically mentioning models like the Galaxy Z Fold and Pixel Pro Fold. This sentiment is largely attributed to the perceived lack of a foldable offering from Apple. With the foldable market maturing and competitors releasing increasingly sophisticated devices, Apple's absence in this segment could lead to a substantial erosion of its user base. The expectation is that Apple might not launch its own foldable device until 2026, leaving a considerable window of opportunity for rivals to capture market share. The appeal of foldable phones lies in their ability to offer a larger screen experience within a more compact form factor. Users can enjoy the expansive display of a tablet for media consumption, productivity, and gaming, while still being able to fold the device into a pocketable smartphone size. This versatility is a major draw, And as these devices become more refined and accessible, their popularity is expected to grow. Competitors like Samsung have been at the forefront of this innovation, with successive generations of the Galaxy Z Fold and Z Flip series gaining traction. Google has also entered the fray with the Pixel Fold, aiming to blend its renowned software experience with the innovative hardware of a foldable. For Apple, which has built a loyal and substantial customer base through consistent innovation and a strong ecosystem, the prospect of losing 30% of its users is a significant concern. While Apple typically enters markets after they have matured, allowing it to refine the user experience and technology, the speed at which the foldable market is developing might necessitate a quicker entry. The company is known for its rigorous product development process, ensuring that when a product is launched, it meets Apple's high standards for design, performance, and user experience. However, this deliberate approach could be a double-edged sword in a fast-moving segment like foldables. The survey results suggest that consumer patience might be wearing thin, especially as competitors continue to push the boundaries of what's possible with smartphone technology. The potential defection of 30% of iPhone users represents not just a loss of sales, but also a potential weakening of the Apple ecosystem, which relies on user loyalty across its range of products and services. The data serves as a critical indicator for Apple, underscoring the need to accelerate its foldable strategy or risk ceding significant ground to rivals who are already established in this lucrative and growing market. Analysts are closely watching Apple's next moves. The company's ability to innovate and adapt to new form factors will be crucial in maintaining its dominant position in the smartphone industry. The success of the iPhone has been built on a combination of hardware excellence, software integration, and a deep understanding of consumer desires. Whether Apple can replicate this success in the foldable space and how quickly it can do so will be a key determinant of its future market performance. This potential user shift is a major development in the smartphone world. But before we sign off, let's quickly recap the biggest stories of the day. And that's a wrap on today's essential tech updates. We saw Apple classifying older iPhones as vintage and obsolete, signaling a clear product lifecycle. Then, we explored Apple's FastVLM AI, offering real-time image description with impressive speed, though with a notable loading time caveat. We also delved into content marketing strategies for building permanent brand growth across platforms like Apple News and Google News, and even AI search. Finally, we discussed the potential for Apple to lose a significant number of iPhone users to the growing foldable market. Don't miss out on any future updates. Hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications by ringing the bell, drop a comment below with your thoughts, and follow us on all our social channels to stay connected. We'll see you in the next one.